Hello everyone, welcome into the often imitated, never duplicate, it's not Sunday morning trivia. This is a rare content video from Jeff Airtime. That's right, a rare content video. And what I'm going to be doing here, I'm going to be starting a small series called 5 Players Not to Invest In. 5 Players Not to Invest In. I'll probably have a few episodes, probably consisting of 5 players each, obviously, if that's what they call it. And when I say invest in, I'm talking about long-term. 2 of these guys are perennial all-stars. Another one is probably a sure all-star for years to come, but there's reasons why, and I'll get into them shortly. As with all of our collectibles, yeah, we collect them because we like them, but we want them to have some value as well. Obviously, who doesn't want their collections? Who wants their collections to be worthless? So, with that in mind, we're going to get started with number 1. It's a little controversial, and I know a lot of people will get mad at me because this player's awesome. I love him. You love him. He's probably the best pitcher in baseball. If you're having a fantasy draft tomorrow, this will be your number 1 selection. And of course, I'm talking about Jacob deGrom. The reason why I say in terms of cardboard, he might not be the best value is I'm looking at comparable pitchers of the same age, comparable players of the same age that you can get for the same price tag. I think that will have a better value down the line. With Jacob, the first one here, Jacob deGrom, I'm going to say he's 31 years old, so I would prefer to invest in Clayton Kershaw or Max Scherzer. Clayton Kershaw is the same age, 31, as deGrom, and Clayton Kershaw has 169 wins. Granted, he's the greatest pitcher of our generation, but do you want to take a stab at how many wins Jacob deGrom has currently? 61. Now, even if deGrom duplicates his previous 5 or 6 seasons, which are awesome, what's he going to have, 120 career wins? Now, I know the barometer is coming down for the Hall of Fame pitching statistics that warrants induction, but is it going to go as low as 120 wins? I'd say probably not. So while deGrom is the best pitcher in baseball now, probably will be again for the next couple of seasons, you might want to invest in Clayton Kershaw or Max Scherzer, whose prices are very comparable in terms of their rookie cards, autographs, so on and so forth. So that's why Jacob deGrom is my number 1 player. Yes, he's awesome, but this is just in terms of long-term investment. Number 2, this guy I have on this list for a different reason. Vladimir Guerrero. Yes, he's got all the tools. Yes, he's awesome. Yes, he looks like he's going to be surefire Hall of Famer for the next 5 years. But let me stress, I'm just saying 5 years, because 10 years down the road, I don't think he'll be in the league. He's 6'2", 260 pounds. Big bottom on him. A good friend of mine calls them childbearing hips he has. He's got big old thighs. Is that body conducive to a 10, 12, 15-year major league career? Yeah, it's possible, but I would go with a safer bet in that age group, early 20s players such as Fernando Tatis and Ronald Acuna and Juan Soto, just a year older than him in those cases, and already putting up crazy numbers. Vladdy didn't even have a great season last year. Yeah, it was a rookie year. I'm sure he's going to have a much better season next year and the years following, but he only had about 14 home runs and 450 at-bats. I just think other players that are going for if you're looking to invest in $500, unless you're Ricky Russo, you don't have that kind of money to throw around for everyone. So it's counterproductive to try to invest in everyone. You really need to select your spots. And that's why I would say invest in one of the other youngsters like Tatis, Acuna, or Soto, whereas Vlad might bite you down the line. If you're in it for a 1-2 year flip, go ahead, but I'm thinking about long term here. Aaron Judge is next on this list, primarily because he's so injury prone. Aaron Judge has only played 100 games in each of the last 2 seasons. Yeah, he burst on the scene in that rookie year, but even since then, he hasn't produced greatly. He has 110 home runs to date. At age 27 season, Chris Bryant, he's 27. He has 140 home runs thereabout. So he has, and his prices in the hobby are much lower than Judge. You want to know why Judge is so much? Right, of course, because he's wearing the pinstripes. Carlos Correa, I think he's got about 10 less home runs than Aaron Judge at this point in his career. He's 2 years younger. He plays a premium position in shortstop, and his cards typically go for a little less than Judge. I'm just saying, don't pay for the pinstripes. See a little pinstripe right there on that relic card. Don't pay for them. Think long term. He's 27 years old, and he's sitting at 110 home runs. How many is he going to hit in his career? Probably not enough to get him into the Hall of Fame, especially if he can't stay on the field. Number 4 and 5 are going to be a couple of youngsters. Brendan Rodgers. These two are on the two I'm going to speak of here are both on the top 20 of MLB prospects entering 2020. Of course, I'm not going to say Wander Franco or Gavin Lux. They're ironclad, surefire stars of the future. Brendan Rodgers is ranked number 12 right now going into the season. Yeah, he's playing in Coors Field, but he only had 0 home runs and 76 at-bats last season, which I know that's a small sample size, but it's slightly alarming that he struck out 27 times compared to 4 walks. I would just rather put my money in players who already have a better track record in the minor leagues, like Royce Lewis and Carter Kieboom, who are ranked similarly, I think, 10 and 14 respectively. So that's why I would stay away from Brendan Rodgers. As I said before, it's counterproductive. If you want to spend your money on all top 20 prospects, yeah, you're going to hit a lot. You're going to miss a lot. Obviously, you want to minimize your misses. This guy, I'm not even going to show a picture of this guy because I love this guy, but it's the organization I have a problem with on this one. Is the Tampa Bay Rays. Brendan McKay, who is a top 15 prospect. I would tend to invest my money in Mackenzie Gore of the Padres, who's only 20 years old. Jesus Luzardo, who is 22 years old. Reason being is Brendan McKay, while he's a fireball lefty with a great arm, the Rays seem intent on using him on both sides of the field, both Shohei Ohtani-esque. He's got a great arm. If they let him focus on pitching, he wouldn't be on this list because I think he's got a bright future as a pitcher. I just don't think with him splitting duties with the bat, and his bat isn't even all that good. Well, at least it wasn't last year, and again, a small sample size. I would just let him focus on pitching and let him blossom. It doesn't seem like they're going to do that right now, at least from the statements they said and how they're working them out. So that is the reason why I would tend to stay away from Brendan McKay. Again, it would be counterproductive counterintuitive. It might be a better description, to try to invest in everyone. Obviously, if it's your favorite team, your PC team, you're going to invest. You're going to buy the players no matter what. But if you're prospecting or you're buying cards of everyone, unless you got the Ricky Russo budget where you have 6-digit cards laying around, you want to spend your money wisely. So for that reason, I would tend to stay away from those 5 players. So, am I wrong? Am I a complete idiot, a moron? Let me know down in the comments. What comparable players would you rather invest in than the guys I mentioned? Or would you prefer these guys over their counterparts that I mentioned? That's going to do it for now. I want to see everyone Sunday morning trivia every other Sunday. Check your local list. All right, that's going to do it for now. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Have a great day. Out.